Yo, what's going on, guys? It's winter. I'm back with another story time, actually. This one is about the time where I almost punched one of my teachers. Yeah, I almost punched the teacher. This could be taken out of context, but it shouldn't be. I mean, it's literally it's the title. Everything that happened is pretty stupid. And it could have been totally avoided if my dumbass just didn't have to do this stupid thing that I did. Anyways, it was pretty early. I got up at like 5 for some reason. I always get up at 5 back then. I don't know why. Don't quote me on this. I'm just a fucking retard. I just woke up super early, got out of bed, fucking brushed my teeth, watched some YouTube, and got dressed, ate breakfast, and went to school. My day was going pretty normally. I had my normal classes. Everything was fine. I was chilling with my friends. And then lunchtime. Fucking lunchtime. Why do I feel like lunchtime is my worst nemesis? Like, shit happens at lunchtime. I don't know if this is only for me, but like, shit happens that can be like really avoided at lunchtime. Like, lunchtime is cool, but then there's those moments where you don't think it's that cool, you know? Anyways, I'm getting off topic. I get out and I'm talking with a girl. I don't even think I was talking with her. I'd say I was just exchanging a few words. And then I point to the ceiling with my two like pointer fingers. You know, those like second longest fingers. You know, those ones next to the thumb. And pointed at the ceiling with both of my pointer fingers to the ceiling. I did not throw anyone off. And then this dumb bitch somehow this girl got the impact that I threw middle fingers at her when I pointed to the ceiling. Yup, I wish I was joking, because this would make my life much easier. And this is how it all started, pointing at the roof. And after that, I got confronted by my assistant teacher, I think it was first. So my assistant teacher, I got confronted by, she was like, "Why did you point middle fingers at her?" I was like, I didn't do any of that. I'm not gonna sit here and deny all these claims, because I understand. I kind of understood how she might have gotten confused, but I did not point middle fingers at her, like straight up. I didn't. And this girl was a rat, of course. She had to be a rat. I didn't even do it, and I was still fucking ratted on me. You know why? Cause huh, you was. She's just a rat. I don't know how to help you with that one. It happens, I guess. So continued on with my day till I got confronted by my assistant, by the teacher assistant. She was just talking some sense into me. She was like, "That's not cool. We're a very high intellectual school. You shouldn't be doing this." I was pretty pissed off. So again, I went through the day and basically went through lunch break. And then at the like end of lunch break, I was just not going in class. I wasn't going in. And yeah, the teacher came out. She was like, "What the hell are you doing out here?" And I was like, "I need an apology. If I do not get an apology, I'm not going back into that class." And I don't know if this only happens to me, but like when you get into an argument with your mom, you just want her to apologize to you. But you still want that apology. But anyways, I'm getting off topic now. I was pretty butthurt about this. So I was just strolling around the corridors, and there was no like security guards that could see me yet. She did end up calling a security guard because I was getting pretty fucking frustrated. And if I did decide to do something stupid, that she would have like a second witness, even though this place was filled with cameras. I don't know why she needed a second witness, but I guess it's just for insurance. And I was not gonna do anything stupid. I mean, I did until the end. So, of course, at the bloody end, I'm just having a conversation at her. And we're done. For the first period, I decide, you know what? I'm going to go back into that class. It's not worth it to argue with this teacher for about another 40 minutes and reach nowhere with it. She was an assistant, so she didn't really have any classes with us. I mean, she had to help the other teacher, but the other teacher let her go to find me, and I was just strolling around outside, so wasn't a long finding. She kind of found me very easily, Anyways, so strolling around, and she comes outside, and we talk, and then I just go back into the classroom, and then I say something to this girl. I whisper to her, and I'm like, "Why would you tell that I threw middle fingers at you?" And then she was like, "Well, because you did." And I was like, "No, I just pointed to the damn ceiling, okay? All I did was point to the ceiling. Like, I did not throw middle fingers at anyone. Like, if I threw a middle finger at someone, I think I would remember, just a genuine thing. I think I would remember that I threw middle fingers at someone. But I didn't. I just pointed at the ceiling with my two pointers, and from a perspective, I guess it could kind of look like I pointed middle fingers at her, but not so specifically. I wouldn't say so, but maybe. And she was like, "Dude, I'm not gonna do this. I didn't do this to you. I didn't point middle fingers." And she was like, That's what you did." And I was like, she was not budging. She was not letting me speak. She wasn't letting me do anything. She was like, "You pointed middle fingers. I don't want to have this conversation." And so she just stopped talking with me. I tried whispering to her again. Didn't work. Did not work. Did not work whatsoever, actually. Whatsoever. Literally. Like, didn't work at all. She kind of just stopped looking at me and paying attention on me. And I was like, "Okay, this is how you want to fucking do it." I was like, "Okay, fine, fuck it. Do it like this." And then I got butthurt. This was the point where I basically almost reached my breaking point. And this was when the teacher came up to me and she was like, "Rado, did you just try to talk with her?" And I was like, "Yes, I wanted her to tell you that that was all made up, that I did not point middle fingers at her." And she was like, "Rado, you probably didn't, because I don't kind of believe her, because at this point I wasn't like a fucking guy who would mess with anyone. Like, I was a super chill kid when you didn't piss me off." So I was like, she was like, "Okay, I believe that you didn't do this, but still, we have to take both sides." And so she sent us to the principal, and the principal, she resumed and concluded. This was the one time where I kind of didn't like my principal, because she concluded with the girl. Like, she was like, "Hey, Rado, there's no point of pointing to the ceiling when there's nothing on the ceiling for you to see. So I'm just going to take a guess that you pointed two middle fingers at her for no reason." I did not do that. Trust me. I did not point two middle fingers at her for no reason. Like, if I had pointed middle fingers, there would be a reason. And trust me, there would definitely be a reason. You'd have to be a dick to me or just act like one. I don't know. You would just have to piss me off, basically. So I was fine with her thinking that it wasn't my fault. And she was like, "I'm not going to do anything about this, because this could be an honest mistake from my end, where I could just think that you didn't do this, but you did. Or I could think you did it, but you didn't." So I was like, "Okay, so what's going to happen?" And then she was like, "Well, I'm going to need you to go apologize to both of them." And that's when I lost it. That's when I was like, "Are you serious? You're making me apologize when this girl is over here accusing me of pointing two middle fingers for pointing at the roof. Pointing at the bloody roof. And this, oh my God, this girl really thought pointing at the roof was two middle fingers, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this girl was definitely retarded. It didn't come as a very, very surprising, you know? I kind of knew that she was pretty stupid, but I didn't know she was this stupid to accuse me of throwing middle fingers at her. Anyways, so I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna have to deal with it. And then turns out that my other teacher, she talked with me, and she pissed me off, because this was my normal teacher, and this teacher didn't have that much of a bullshit tolerance. She would care. She would definitely care about this. She was like, "How dare you throw middle fingers at this teacher? You know that this is this girl. Do you know this is a prestigious school? You shouldn't be arguing." And then she had to go to class. And then she was like, "Stay out here. My assistant will talk to you." And then the assistant came out and she was like, I'm sorry about this. I said, I apologized to her. And then I was like, I want my apology from you also. And she was so caught off guard. I just apologized and I was like, apologize now. She was like, why should I apologize? And I was like, you know that this is all bullshit. I did not point middle fingers at anyone. And this was when I'm pretty sure I started crying or I just got really pissed off. Yeah, I probably started crying, you know. 9 or 10-year-old me was a pretty big crybaby. I will not lie. Started crying and I kind of started walking away. I was just like, no. I wanted to go outside and fucking play around on a tree and fucking hit branches on a fucking tree. I don't know. I just wanted to go do something else to get my mind off this bullshit that I'm getting accused for. And that's when she tried grabbing my hand. And this is where I swung. I literally swung at her. I swung like of course I didn't hit her. She didn't have to dodge. I just swung towards her. And 9 or 10-year-old me was like fucking so short. It was impressive. Like I basically had to look up to see this teacher. And I had such a fucking temper back then. I still have a temper. Anyways, that doesn't matter. She basically looked up and this teacher was like, did you just try swinging at me? And I was like, yes, you're touching my hand and I don't want to be touched right now. I just want to fucking have my spare time. I want to have free time. I don't want to talk to you right now. That's all that's going to happen. And they calmed down. I calmed down. I went and apologized to her and she was very understanding. She was like, I understand your frustrations. We're not going to call your dad or your mom. We're just going to leave this, let it be how it is. Yeah, that's how it ended. I almost got into a fight with my teacher. I don't think she would have fought back. I think she would have honestly taken it. Later, that security guard he was watching and he interviewed me and he was like, listen here, kid, I understand you got frustrated, but you cannot swing on a teacher. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. Super sorry. And he was like, yeah, it's fine. You know, it happens. I've gotten really mad at people too, but swinging is never the answer. And he was like, okay. I was like, okay. You know, I was still probably going to swing again, but you know, he was giving me the talk and I decided to be nice. So that's how I almost got into a fight over pointing at the roof because there was something on the roof that was interesting. Yeah, my life is great. I really don't know how I still got into this situation, but anyways, the moral of the story is not to fight your teachers and just be good.